What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, RedoptionAgency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And we are Tuesday morning? Or are we Wednesday? We're Wednesday now, right? Yes, Wednesday morning. We are at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Update on Pee-wee. I got a dentist cleaning appointment at 12. I've got a new modem coming. And I got a new shelving unit coming, along with supplies. So we'll get into all that in this episode of James Can't Dance, but he does anyway. James can't dance, but he does anyway. All right, let's go. So yesterday was a mess. A mess of eBay. Josh made a comment that he did call in because it was so wacky. And just like him, I rarely do it anymore. He rarely does it anymore because it's just kind of pointless. He was told there is an issue the tech team is aware of, they're working on. Of course, you never know if they're just telling you that. And who actually at eBay is educated enough to give you any information anymore. But there was definitely something going on yesterday. I probably had my lowest day in the last 90 days. At the time, about 7 p.m. or so, I only had 25 items sold. Looked like I sold another 10 before 2 a.m. Made it up to only $436. Wah, wah, wah. The lowest by far. I mean, over $100. My next lowest in the last 30 days was $580. So, gives you kind of an indication there. But it looks like they may have done something overnight. I did have a huge shutdown window, which I expected, being there was so many problems. The same old consistency. And let's see. And right now at 9 a.m., $184. So, I like to be 150 to 250 by 10. I'm there. I'm going to be there. I may even be above 250 by 10. But will it be one of those days where I'm going to have blanks like yesterday, 3 hours of nothing, no offers, and then prior to that, I would have those blanks, but then things would flood in. Where like yesterday, nothing flooded in afterwards. So that was the difference of the day. So what causes those blanks during the day? I still have no idea. A backlog, a queuing, whatever you want to call it. Not sure. But then yesterday I still have offers that I can't accept. Unless I go to eBay, go to the overview seller hub. I have to wait for it to load. Find out where my offer thing is, click on it, because I never use that. I use emails. Click on an email and it just goes to a blank screen with a little header at the top, and it don't work. And it looked like it was changed because something was changed because I have a folder that my offers go into. I have them fed, but now they're going into a different folder. So something changed within that, whether it's the title or the heading, because I usually separate it by keywords in the title, but the layout looks a little different too. And then another thing I noticed yesterday too, when I was drafting and listing, I went to hit a draft to fill it in, and it looked different. It was a different layout, and it said something, this doesn't accept business policies. I'm like, what? So it was airing out somehow. There's another $13. So there are definitely changes going on, which is causing issues. The same old MO that eBay is. Fix the stuff that's not broken. Never fix the stuff that's broken. But let's break more. That's the eBay way. And has been for quite a long time. But at least we're starting out better. 184. I think I got to 35 items yesterday. Let me go check. And I might have some international yesterday. I know I had at least one, but I don't know if they paid. last night, or if they're paying today. 34 items sold, 6 organic, 28 promoted. Whereas this morning, 10 sold already, 5 organic, 5 promoted. So we're off to a better start at least. So that's a positive. All my numbers within the last 31 days are down, except my quantity sold. Impressions down 7%, page views down 7%, organic impressions down 7%, promoted impressions down 8%, top 20 search impressions down 17%, the rest of search sought impressions down 14%, non-search impressions down 6%. So everything's down across the board except my quantity sold. That is up 3.1%. And then, yeah, my external sites are up 3.3%. Everything else, down. Down, down, baby, down by the roller coaster. Sweet, sweet baby mama. So, yeah, we're going in the wrong direction there. I did notice all my impressions. I was at 1.2 million impressions. Now they're dropping down to 800,000. So a big difference. But yet my quantity sold is up. So the beauty of buy two, get two is my only guess there. So that's kind of, in some days, my saving grace, if you will. So we're at $198 now at 906. So that is that store. My new store, the clothing store. We've got 2 items here waiting to ship out. Yesterday I thought I was going to end with 0. I thought the streak was going to be broken, but in the witching hour, witching hour is like 3 in it or something. Before the 2 a.m. switch, I got a sale for $33. And this morning, I am at $31 on there already. So 2 items sold. So still got the streak going with consecutive days with an item sold. Up 56.7% on this one. So this is going to be huge when it comes to getting my extra $350 per day by June. Did the numbers yesterday. My average for the last 2 months per day was $750. So that means I need $1,100 to be my daily average from June on. So that's the goal. I should be there by now. If eBay was working like it was, say, 3 years ago, we're not talking COVID. We're talking before COVID. With the number of items I have, I should be doing $1,100 to $1,200 per day right now as I sit. So with me continue listing, plus with hopefully more eBay actually improving their website, hopefully we'll get past 1,100 by June, but we'll see. That's the goal, though. And that is the goal. The goal is, yes. So, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. Got some things, got one thing in the pipeline that I am going to try to use or try to, I've reached out to about listing shipper, listing faster, I should say, with a program that's been created. So I can go back to an old one. It's for media, basically, for me to, when you scan a barcode with media, it brings everything in, title, picture, all the details, all the item specifics. One scan, boom, done. One scan, boom, done. When I was using the old program I was using, it was called Seller Champ. And I think about going back to them. It was kind of messy. And I canceled it because I couldn't put my own pictures in unless after I uploaded them, I went and searched, and it was just a pain. It's because I wanted to start taking my own pictures because a lot of the eBay pictures were disappearing and stuff, and a lot of the stock pictures. And then with Seller Champ, it could pull over a picture of a cassette for a CD, or a picture of an album for a cassette. So it was confusing a lot of buyers. So it was kind of messy. Plus now this has been several years, but they now have an app, so you can bring it up on the app and take your own pictures. So I'm hoping that their layout is different also. So I've reached out to them again, but I'm holding out because there's another one out there that's just starting that I've inquired about, and he's willing to, he is trying to make it a share program also. So it'd be a, probably a fee every month, et cetera, whatever. So I'm waiting to hear from that before I make any kind of decision. So there is a game and plan to list more media quicker. With either one of them, I can list up to 1,000 items a day when it comes to media. If I have it, if I have that much to scan every day, I can do it. It's just very click. My problem is I have to, at least with the Seller Champ, the way I used to have to do it is I'd have to scan my store first, make sure I didn't have it. So scan, but then click, upload, done. So, but like I said, with the old way of Seller Champ, I'd have to do my pictures first. So there is a game and plan to list and sell more media. So working on that. Hopefully I'll have that figured out before the end of the year. We'll see, one way or another. And then, and continue growing the clothing store, which is going to be probably the biggest component to getting my extra $350 per day. So, game plan in place. Let's get these two items shipped off real quick as we move on to a different subject matter. So next up, we got this Harley Davidson button-up shirt. This came in the bundle, the bale I bought that they sent me the wrong bale. They sent me the good stuff instead of the cheap stuff. Sold for $24. Create shipping label. Headed to... When's the last time I sent anything to North Dakota? North Dakota. I can't remember the last time I sent anything, at least on my other store, to North Dakota. Is North Dakota can't see my my big store? Does nobody in North Dakota buy the stuff I sell? What's the deal, yo? We got that. We got 11. Pump that up to 3. Hey, Paul. And then next up, we've got the sack. A cool brown leather, southwestern feel patchwork type of Percy thing here. Headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Sold for $20. So like you can see, this is going to be a big component for my extra money per day. And I have not dedicated a day yet to this store. So maybe I will do, I've got like probably about 50 more 45s to go. So I'm going to knock them out real quick. And then maybe I will spend the rest of the day doing clothing. Because now with some of this rearranging, I have cubes. I have like 12 cubes free for clothing. I've got boxes coming today. I also have those yellow long tote or CD containers I tried switching over to. I actually went ahead and bought the whole rack system that holds those, which that is going where the sofa is, but over to the right a little bit, that space there. So I will have all those there. So I just opened up a whole space for media to list, a bunch of cubes for clothing to list as I continue to reorganize down here. I got boxes coming for those clothings, and I got the big boxes coming that I'm using for everything else. I've got 50 more of those coming for the section over there I showed on the one video. I got to start picking up the shelving for that this week to get that organized better. So that will open up more storage space for me. And then I got out my measuring tools. I got out my measuring stick. And Rachel. I did a little measuring with it. Go figure. Review purchases. Ooh. There's a little gas in there. I noticed a change on eBay. A good change. When it comes to printing out the scan forms. Did he print out the one last night? Was there any? There wasn't none last night. But when you hit generate, I noticed yesterday that it was bringing up the stuff that was from yesterday or the day before also. So before it would disappear like about midnight or something. And anything you shipped, if you didn't print out your print by 11 or I can't remember what time it was, they would just vanish and you wouldn't have it. I saw yesterday they were actually carrying them over. If you didn't print it out the day before, they were going to be there the next day. So if that's a nice permanent change, that is definitely a positive change for eBay. Because sometimes Adrian will forget to print one up. So then sometimes I would lose it and then hope, I was afraid that my numbers would go down, etc., etc. But back to my measuring stick. Comment. So I had measured from here all the way down on these shelvings there. Now they're all odd sized totes, so I can't put the boxes in there because they're just different size shelving. It's just a hodgepodge of different shelvingness. So I measured it, and and this one sitting here actually sticks out a little bit, as you can probably see on this side, but it sticks out even more on the other side. And now that's the route you have to take. I can fit if I go and buy the shelving I use over there now, mixed with the boxes I order, I can actually fit the exact same amount there by turning this one long ways and get the same amount of boxes in there with a little bit less space. I'll have more space to walk through, basically. So that will be another project after I finish the one on the other side. So that will come after that. And then I should have a little bit more room between the new shelving unit I'm getting and the new ones I'll put up here, basically where the couch is up as you see it. So I got that room there. What I'm going to do there is find a little thin shelf probably about that wide, about the same as the other one, only I'm going to use it for my boxes of 45s because right now they're scattered wherever I can set them. I got like 5 over here. I got 5 over there. Still got 3 up in my office. So I'm going to get a shelving unit there, and those are going to be my boxes of 45s. So that is the plan there. And then also I'm looking for a roller shelf of some sort. I haven't looked into it yet, but what I'm thinking is on my hallway here, I've got a lot of room, and I usually set stuff on the floor. So if I can get enough spot where I don't have to sit stuff on the floor there, I could get a rolling unit that I can move back and forth out of my way from side to side that I might be able to store stuff on. What I store on there, not thought of yet. What size shelving, not thought of yet. Just a future thought of something I can put there where I'll have more storage space on it. That I can easily, if something sold on the shelf behind it, I can actually just real simply move it out of the way. So that's coming too. So I've got the plans in place to get me where I need to be, and that is the goal. So, and then I'll be working on the east wing after that. So, project. Can I get it all done by the end of the year? I can try because I probably need some business expenses before the end of the year. So buying some shelving and stuff will help the business. All right. let's get into... I thought I had one open. All right. Okay, you're not pulled yet. Everything else should be. So yeah, having fun, enjoying myself, enjoying the process. I love changing things up. All right, we got some international. We got Hong Kong. Haven't had a Hong Kong in a long time. Siberia. Oh no, so Serbia. Sorry. I can't remember the last time, if ever, I've had a Serbia. So, of course, they bought Taylor Swift. Got a South Africa. Haven't had a South Africa in a long time. But sadly, a lot of my stuff that I used to send to South Africa would come up missing. So we will see if this South Africa item will come up missing. It's a Boston Red Sox hat. We have a Poland. Now, how is whatever they did overnight? Not only has it picked up sales, it's sending them to places that I haven't sent to in forever. Poland? Come on now. How cool is that? It's about damn time, eBay. Here's New Zealand. When's the last time you heard me say New Zealand? Probably never. Holy crap. All of them are places I haven't sent to in a long time. And it's more than my typical morning. Figure that one out. It's a positive, but hey, figure that one out. 5 orders going to 5 places I have not sent to in forever. I'm not complaining. All right, let's get into this, and then we'll get into Pee-wee. First up, Children of Bodom. CD needs resurface. Sold for $12, headed to Rock Valley, Iowa. So got an update on Pee-wee today. They are still weaning him off of he was fed anti-seizure meds for about, I think it's more than 16 hours they've had him on him. Had no seizures during that, thankfully, as you would hope. He did get up once on his own because he's been pretty knocked out. He did get up once. They noticed one of the things that he does lately that seems to come along with like the scratching thing. It seems like an anxiety or a nerve tick of some sort or something with the seizures, is he was eating anything and everything. If it even had a hint of something that smelled like food, I would take him out front. He'd start eating leaves off the ground. And I'm like, no, stop. And this is just out of the blue crazy thing. But they said they did kind of notice where he's trying to eat everything. I don't know how they noticed that. If he only got up once, I'm not sure. But I'm hoping they're at least trying to walk him to go to the bathroom so he ain't pooping on himself. But so hopefully, and what they're suggesting is right now he's on, I'm not good with drug names. Is it Keppra? One of them is Keppra. I don't know if that's the 2500 that he's on now twice a day, or if it's the other one that's 4 pills twice a day. But anyway, the one he's on 2500 milligrams of twice a day, so that's 5,000. They want to up it to 7,000. So he's going to be on 7,000 of that. Then he's got this other one. I think the Keppra is the one that he don't have very much room to grow on when it comes to more medication. I could be wrong. Anyway, that's 8 pills a day. So they're going to up it 1,000 milligrams and hope that will take care of it. So we'll see. So that's where we're going. More money, more pills every day. So I have to make more money per day now. I needs it. All right, next up, we've got Angie Apparel. Promo CD single, Spaceship. Yes, I leave prices on there. 88. I actually paid 20 cents for that. Sold for $360, headed to Savannah, Georgia. The most haunted city in America. So we're probably at least another 2 days before he comes home, which means my $2,400 hospital bill is probably going to go up another $1,000. So, but that's all right. You know, we knew going into it was going to cost money to care for him. We knew that. So it's not like it's not expected. It's not like we're going to suffer. We're complaining. It's nothing like that. But I am going to, as an entrepreneur, try to offset that money somehow. And if I can make a card that goes along with the reselling trader cards and you guys like it, enjoy it, and buy it and help out with Pee-wee, then you know you got an investment in my puppy also, and he can be a part of your life also. So that's just, it's better than I when I made that video yesterday. I'm like, because I done the card, and I'm like, people like to help and they don't have, you know, not everybody has money. I'm like, what can I do if somebody who's watching my video want to help? But I don't want you to spend your money. Well, here's a video. Just watch it all with the ads. Like it, comment, and share it. That's a free way to feel like that Pee-wee is a part of you now, and you've invested time into helping him. You know, that's all. So I'm trying to come at it at all different angles. And then, of course, work harder because I need to make more money. Because at the end of the day, it's on our backs, right? So, and that's not a negative thing. He's going to get the care he needs no matter what it costs. It's just going to happen. Period. There's no question about that. And there's going to be no complaining about that. It's just, of course, I'm going to talk about it because I talk about everything. And I am going to try to offset that in any way I can, other than being a shyster or, you know, being a con man, if you will, putting up a GoFundMe and create a whole sad story. And no, you guys know the story, you know. It's not a sad story. It's actually a positive story. We're helping him in a situation where he couldn't get help before. So, or at least the person didn't have the means to help him like we can. So, all right, next up, another one of my model kits. So that sold for $21, headed to Rhode Island. When's the last time I sent anything to Rhode Island? So, yeah. So if I talk about it or even mention the money, I mean, hopefully most of you know me enough now that, you know, I talk about anything and everything no matter what. So it's not complaining. It's not expecting. It's just dealing with and talking about. It's a part of life, you know? So I was waiting for somebody to attack me on it. How dare you do something like this? I'm like, well, it's better than trying to con people out of money or make them feel like sympathetic and they have to, or some crap like that. It's a way to add to the collection that I'm trying to build. And those that want to help monetarily can. And those that don't have the monetary but want to help can watch the video and share the video. So it's a little bit for all the caring people in the world who watch the video, who like Pee-wee. Robert. Because even if nobody watched the video and nobody bought a card, guess what? He's still gonna get the same care. It's not gonna change anything. So don't feel obligated to do anything. Don't even feel obligated to watch the video if you don't want to watch the video. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Not in any sort of way. Ultimate Aaliyah CD sold for $10, headed to Fresno, California. It's not a big thing. It's nothing but a G thing, baby. I gets it done. We gets it handled. Ain't no thing. I got it. I got it. Ain't no sweat off my back. I got it. Shoot, we need to spend less money on eating ourselves anyway. The excuse to buy from the dollar menu instead. They even have dollar menus anymore. Palette, a color sampler cassette. Sold for $5, headed to Lebanon, Tennessee. So we got 3 ground gem. Yeah. We got Barbie, the movie. When I bought a bunch of new CDs, some old Target stock off of eBay. So this sold for $7, headed to Round Rock, Texas. Texas. But that's always been my mindset since I started the business, is trying to offset any normal costs, if you will. So, trying to offset any normal costs. Next up, Mariah Carey. Ain't it Mariah season getting ready to start? Sold for $4, headed to St. John's, Florida. Alrighty. And if you didn't watch the video yesterday, in the middle of the video, the pharmacy called because Pee-wee's emergency seizure meds that you inject into his butt, we had to get the upper dose, so we stopped using 3 10s. So I don't know if we're getting 15, so we only have to use 2, or we're actually getting the 30s and we only have to use 1. But whatever it was $600. So they wanted to make sure I was going to buy it before they ordered it. So, like, yep, we got to have it. Got to have it, yeah. Because one seizure could be the difference between, life, death, or incapacitated or whatever, So if he starts having a string of seizures again, we need that injectable to stabilize them. The Pete King Corel sold for $4, headed to San Diego. So onward to another next subject. What else we got? So I ordered boxes yesterday, so I got half boxes coming. I've got small 45 boxes. I've got LP boxes. I've got the big boxes for storage, out for delivery. 70 CD lot. I bought a 70 CD lot off of eBay. That's coming. I bought the storage boxes for clothing and or hats. And then I bought the whole storage unit with the yellow shelving for CDs. So that's coming today. Usually don't come before 12 or 1. I didn't order as much, so UPS, it's weird. Depends on where it is in their truck, I guess. But I'm just trying to... Sometimes they leave it out by the street, so if I'm gone at freaking getting my teeth cleaned, And then I got, so yesterday when I was trying to upload my video, next up we've got 20 tape only religious cassettes. country and religious. Sold for $14.50, headed to Texas. Headed to Dallas. There's 20 of them in here, sold for $14.50. So we have 1, 11, 8 by 6 by 4. James, I'll put you right there. So when I was trying to upload my video yesterday, it was giving me the AT&T vibes. So I got AT&T and I got Charter. AT&T I can't upload because it takes 5 hours to upload a 30-minute video. So I was getting that with Spectrum yesterday. I'm like, what the hell's going on now? So I did a speed test, and I've got 495 over 11. So 495 download, 11 upload. And I'm like, I thought I was paying for the gig or whatever. I guess I wasn't. So I called in and go, well, something's changed between yesterday and today. So what would take normally 15, 20 minutes is saying it's going to take 5 hours. Well, there's nothing wrong with the line, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, what's it going to take to upgrade? We've got this Fall of the House of Usher poems from Edgar Allan Poe cassette. Sold for $3, headed to Juliet, Illinois. So they said 1 gig is extra $30 a month. I'm like, put it on there. And I'm like, what's the upload? And they said the upload will go from 11 to 35. So it'd be like 1,000 over 35 compared to 495 over 10. But they did a test, upgraded, but I got an out-of-date modem. So they're sending out a new modem. That should be here today. When I did the test after they did the upgrade, but before the new modem, my upgrade or my download went from 495 up to like 560. So not a big jump, but it's supposed to go up to 1,000 when I get the new modem. So it'll be a lot quicker, supposedly. The upload was supposed to go from 11 to 35. When I did the test afterwards, my upload went from 11 to 690. I'm like, what? Like, is that real? She said 35. I'm getting 690. I'm like, okay. So afterwards, I get my video set, hit upload. And usually on the phone, it takes probably about 5 minutes to process it on the phone. Then it uploads, and then YouTube processes it, right? So it's usually about a 20-minute situation. So I process it on my phone. As it's getting ready to hit 100% process so it can start uploading, I walked out of the room. Walked out for like a minute and a half maybe. Walked back in. It was already uploaded. So my 43-minute video uploaded in like a minute or less with the 690. I'm like, what? It took longer to process it on both sides, one side or the other, than it did to upload the 43-minute video. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I like that. So I'll test it today with this video to see if that was just a weird fluke or what. But it's kind of unbelievable because I'm used to everything being so slow. We've got Philadelphia on DVD. Headed to Richmond, Virginia. The rich man north of Richmond. Sold for $4. $4. Alrighty. 3, 6, 9, 1. Ronald. Ronald. Next up, we've got, I'll put you up here. We've got Rachmaninoff vinyl record. That sold for $4. Headed to San Antonio, Texas. Boink, 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 boink. 12, 1. Oscar. My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My bologna has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a treat. It's B-O-L-O-G-N-A. What? You better been dancing to my song. Not my song, but the Oscar Mayer song. All right, next up, Adventureland on DVD sold for $4. Headed to Sherwood, Oregon. Where are my multi-piece orders today? What? I did notice some oddball stuff because I was look up stuff to comp when I was listing yesterday. And at times on the search, like, you know, it shows the username. Before they had an error where the usernames disappeared. Yet this time, when I looked it up and I had it listed, everybody's username was there except mine. I'm like, why is everybody's username showing up but mine? Is that indicating the accounts that are affected yesterday? The ones that are, you know what, I don't know. It's just a thought that popped in my head. I'm like, I'm the only one where the username's not being shown out here. I'm like, that don't make sense. 4, 6, 9. Mackenzie. When I hear Mackenzie, I think hockey. Has hockey season started yet? Mackenzie McEachran. Has hockey season started yet? I need my hockey. All right, I need another LP mailer. I only got a few of these left. Glad I ordered. Next up, we've got Tennessee Ernie Ford on vinyl. Sold for $4. Headed to Bonham, Texas. Texas. Yeah. Boink. Alrighty, perfect. And perfect. All set. Patrick. Next up, Speedy Glass. Hat that's been in the store for like 7 years. Sold for $8, headed to Willsboro, New York. Yeah. I haven't went to Waterway yet to get my car cleaned because, you know, Pee-wee pooping and peeing in my car, but I scrubbed it down, used cleaner, left the windows open all day yesterday. But I figured I'd wait till I get him back here after that transport and then go do it. Because he's going to get hairs and stuff in it on the way back. So figured I'd wait a couple days first. As long as I got the smell out, I'll be all right. Okay, Jack. Next up, Young and Reckless hat. Sold for $9.50, headed to Idaho Falls, Idaho. Yeah. Idaho's Falls. The hose fall. Hose fall, boy. Pimpin' master of stuff. Pimp master of stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Shoot, I haven't even had time to think about topics to write down for Friday's Pimp Master video. Porter. Haven't been able to start putting the show together yet. And I need to after last week's catastrophe, boring-ass show. All right, Romantic Piano Classics CD. Sold for $4, headed to York, Pennsylvania. processing some thoughts today, trying to think of something like a cool, entertaining segment for the video. Next up, another one of the CDs I bought off eBay and the old Target stuff. Lauren Daigle, not sure the name exactly, sold for $5.40, headed to Cleveland, Alabama. I didn't know there was a Cleveland in Alabama. Pam. And the last U.S. item going out is a nose itch. Oh, yeah. A cool Nike visor. It's got the 3D swoosh on it. This sold for $6, headed to St. John's, Florida. Six, the number of the beast. Sacrifice is going on tonight. All right, $82.38 in postage. Review purchase orders. Confirm and pay. It is definitely a lot more quiet around here without Fluffy Face. What I'm noticing too when I'm sleeping is when he's here, I'm constantly, my ears are open all night. For two reasons. His medication makes him drink so much water that he has to get up and go pee like every 3 hours. And the seizures. So anytime I hear a movement from him, I wake up. I've had 2 nights of solid sleep. I got up once last night to go to the bathroom myself and was back out in an instant and had a nice night of sleep. So definitely going to help having seizures under control for the long term. And if I can figure out a way, even if I have to pull up his water, say it after dinner, I hate to do that, but because it makes him, or get some kind of doggy door that he can go out himself. I used to have no problems leaving my back door open, cracked, because I got a fenced yard, dogs in the yard, but the neighborhood used to be super chill, and it's been, especially over the last 5 years, shootings here. We just had at a church, had a carnival with a shooting and a stabbing. And it's like, really? Here, Maryland Heights. So it used to be a real chill place. Never had to worry about anything. Then probably about 5 years ago, started with the thieves started realizing it's a chill place and started breaking into people's houses with their doors left unlocked and breaking into cars because people left their doors unlocked. So everybody had to start locking everything down. So, yeah, it's changed. The gas station a couple of weeks ago, right here on the corner, somebody got shot. The Arby's closed down because one of the employees shot one of the employees. I mean, it's turning into the freaking ghetto around here. At least ghetto actions. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, I keep putting the bug in Jan's ear. I'm like, you ready to move? You ready to move? Might want to move before the house deteriorates worth-wise. I wouldn't mind separating the business and the house. having land with like 2 buildings on it, if you will. One to live out of, one for the business. But, yeah, we'll see. What happens, happens. What happens, happens. It's probably about time to get some new doors anyway, so if we could get a door that has a built-in, like an automatic doggy door, that a little sensor when he gets near it, it opens up. Alejandro. Oh, maybe Alex is still here. I thought he went to work. I thought he went to work. I thought I heard him leave earlier. Guess he didn't leave. Either that or somebody else is in the house. It shouldn't be. Because baby girl's in her little spot over there. Alright, scan form. 19 labels. How many did I just do? Because it don't look like a scan form was printed up last night. There was 13 from last night. So I did more than 6 today. So maybe it didn't today pull over stuff from yesterday's. Huh. Let me see if any of these internationals can wait. Yep, they can all wait. I have another one of the model kits sold for about $22. Same one, actually. We got Adam Lambert. Sold for $10. That was another one from the old Target stuff I bought off eBay. We've got World Series champion Boston, sold for $10.50. Another one, old Target CD, sold for $5. Taylor Swift. And we got Tierney Sutton CD, sold for $8. Nothing has sold since. So I'm still at $198 at $9.53. But at least I'm in the middle of where I like to be. So that's a good thing. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. All right. I am off to the post office. Then I'm going to try to knock out those 45 records before my dental cleaning. So then when I get back from that, I can jump on some clothing for the new store. So, boom. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And I will see you all in the next video.